Where is Belgium?
What, Europe?
Well, I know that.
I wasn't sure, bruh.
I thought it was in Africa,
By-
North Coast.
By Germany, right? And
In Holland.
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
And Holland.
No one really calls it Holland anymore. Isn't that interesting?
I love
Yeah.
gold.
When we were kids, it was like a very, 50-50 Holland, Netherlands.
You know, there's a
And,
lot of stuff I know because I've been back at schools teaching and stuff, and there's all this stuff that's important when you're kids, even like the planets that you don't give a
Right.
shit about once you're an adult.
Planet.
No, I
That's
don't give a
true.
shit about the
Planets, you really don't.
Okay,
need- why would
it's
you
a-
ever need
it's
to know?
huge.
Right. It's
What-
such a huge lesson.
Knowing all 9 planets, all that
Right.
shit.
Well, then they did Pluto dirty.
Yeah.
they did. They
Kids
did.
today probably don't even learn about Pluto.
Right.
Yeah, the Pluto they learn about is Mickey Mouse's dog.
Nick's just gonna say that.
It's all made up. We just
Yeah.
decide what's a planet and what's not.
just decide that-
Everything is
God.
man.
Time
man,
is
it's-
a construct of our
We just
imagination.
decided that Mickey Mouse has a dog named Pluto.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
God. That wasn't natural selection.
Right.
A mouse with a dog as a pet. Yeah.
A mouse with a dog is a pet. Oh yeah, his best friend's a dog too. Makes
Yeah,
sense of
right.
that.
Good
Makes
Feels
sense of
messed
that.
up.
Makes sense of that.
Yeah.
And then you look into Walt Disney and you think, yeah,
Yeah,
it makes
that
sense.
makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
checks out.
Exactly.
Well, speaking of Walt Disney, this is a song that maybe is as good as some of the original songs that Disney has made.
Wow.
This is a song about your girlfriend cheating on you with an
Okay.
former NBA role player.
Okay, I think I know what it is now.
Okay.
Are you singing it?
Yeah.
Get it a little closer.
Yeah.
Get the song closer to the mic.
How could you fuck Mo Harkless?
Oh,
How could you fuck Mo Harkless?
how could you fuck Mo? And
could you
when
fuck
and the
Mo?
something
Yeah.
dumb do.
Yeah. So that's
They
my-
were playing New Orleans on the road. You said you was going to a gun show, but you was fucking him in his cum, yo.
That's pretty good.
His cum load.
That's pretty good.
And in the end, it's still Mo Harkless. That could be our show opener, I think. Our
Could
opening.
you fuck
Could you
Mo
fuck Mo
Harkless?
I like that.
That's pretty good.
That is funny.
Oh!
what a block.
Did he save that, or was that
Brilliant save.
They had De Bruyne, man. He's
De
looking
Bruyne.
old.
Just for the listeners, just so you know, we got the World Cup on in the background.
We got
Egypt,
Belgium.
Belgium.
It's here in the United States. How could we not? How could we not?
Speaking
it's
of us
post.
and
He
watching
posts.
game, I just want to point out something pretty funny about it, and this happens a lot. There was 5 NBA Finals games. I'd say 4 of those games were pretty good, pretty exciting.
I think all 5 were, to be honest.
But Game 3 was, the Spurs won by 10. It was the least exciting game.
It's just that you didn't like the Spurs one.
Well, I didn't like it, but I'm also like, that's the game we went live on.
I
And
see
it was
what
like,
you're
of all the
saying.
games we
At
went
least-
live, that was like the least exciting.
Well, the one that we
Someone's calling Alan.
Oh.
Oh, really?
That's
I think it's
okay.
your mom. You want to pick up?
No, it's okay. She
Pick
can
up.
wait.
Live
She
on the
can
air,
wait.
live
No,
on
she
the
can
air.
wait. She can wait. Let's go.
You look
No.
look louder now. Am I wrong? Maybe just a tad.
I didn't want it to mess up the video.
Right, I see.
Oh yeah, that's fine. It's still recording.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Alan's mom called.
Oh,
Who knows?
great.
That could be ominous
be
watching
anything.
this
Yeah,
back.
She calls me a lot.
Really?
Me too.
No,
It's getting a
not
little
true.
frustrating.
Wrong.
It's
Not true.
You take her to one dinner and she won't stop.
It's
calling.
crazy.
Yeah.
Always like, oh, just checking on
Yeah.
Alan, seeing how he's doing. But then
He's
it
fine,
turns
he's fine.
into,
All right.
My mom doesn't even put out for my dad, so.
well, yeah, because she's
yeah,
worn
yeah,
out.
someone
We can
else.
stop-
She's
we
worn
can
out.
stop with that.
Yeah,
that
come
logic.
On now. Come on now.
Your mom
Um,
finally
tired.
decides to listen to an episode.
right.
Look, let's talk about this series. So the Spurs, somehow they lost.
The
4-1.
better team lost.
I mean,
Weird.
I think this is one of the only times where you can accurately say the better team lost. I mean, here's some. I have some stats that I can pull
Okay.
up. The Spurs, if every game ended at 46 minutes, the Spurs would have won this series in 5 games.
wow. That's
The Spurs led for
amazing stat.
71% of the playoffs. The odds of the
Of the
Knicks.
playoffs or
I'm
the-
sorry, of the series. The odds of that was crazy.
Why
The
did-
odds of the Knicks making all the comebacks they did was 1 in 250,000.
Okay, that's
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's just like But they did. You know what I mean?
They did, but I
Right.
guess
If
what
they
I'm
did it
saying is-
once or twice and it was a close series and like this Knicks came back on 1 or 2 crazy games, I could see the argument of like the Spurs were actually better. But
that is
when
what
you
happened.
lose 4 games like that,
I
it's
see
hard
what
to
you-
argue.
Yeah. It's not like it
Well,
was like
If it was 7 games, the Knicks
Right.
won in 7 games, but 2 of the games the Spurs blew it. It's like, okay, maybe they were better because you were pretty even. You lose 4 games like that.
But is it Isn't it worse if it's 5 games and they blew 4 games? Isn't that worse than blowing 1 or 2 and losing in 7?
Well, no, because then they would have actually won some games.
But they just blew every game. They blew every goddamn game except for the one they
right.
won.
So I think what Andrew's saying is maybe they weren't that good. If you're gonna blow a game,
If
Well-
you're blowing the game, it's part of their strategy. They
Right.
played too hard at the beginning and wore themselves out. They couldn't keep up with that pace. That's why they went up so much.
I don't think it was a strategy. I think it was just well, first of all, there's a couple things. One is that they're supposed to have Fox there. And maybe this gets into the big topic.
Fox is part of the team,
Fox-
so he's part of the
Right.
team. So to
Well, I
say
know,
he
but
made
what
the
I'm
team
saying is,
worse,
well, I'm-
he
well-
counts as a Spurs
Well, I'm
member.
saying,
did,
but that's
by
not
the
their
way, he did.
strategy. I mean, this is what I would say. I think the Spurs are a slightly better team than the Knicks, and the Knicks were like infinitely better at crunch time, and like not making horrendous series losing mistakes.
Right, which is a big part of
well,
winning.
that's right, especially in the.
It's just the
finals.
difference. That's the difference between a team that's never been to the playoffs and a team. It's like the Knicks did the trajectory. They had the heartbreaking loss. Like
Yeah,
they went through
I
the
guess-
lumps of what most finals teams do. The Spurs had never even been to the playoffs.
I know.
before.
That's why I picked the Thunder to win, and that's
Yeah.
why that was shocking.
And by the way, I think the Thunder would have beaten the Knicks.
they would have 100% beat the Knicks.
Healthy.
Totally.
Healthy.
I think even without J-Dub, they would have beat
You
the
think so?
Knicks. Yeah, because they
I
wouldn't
don't
have.
know about
They
that.
wouldn't have made these mistakes that the
I know
the Spurs
they wouldn't
did.
have made the mistakes.
I mean, okay, this is another thing. De'Aaron Fox has been painted as this veteran point guard who like he's got this experience. He can help.
Right.
He played in 1 playoff series before this year,
right, and it showed.
and he lost. He was great. He was actually great in that series, but they
Right.
lost. And then this year he made some of the craziest mental mistakes.
That
Even the things that weren't like horrendous mistakes is like, why are you taking that shot?
at
Why
the
are
end
you
of that
Down
game,
the
he
stretch,
was-
he-
he was ripping it.
He was shooting as much
I
as
don't know
possible.
why they were letting him even do
and
that.
Mitch Johnson,
No
Yeah,
one
I
else
agree.
was making it.
Mitch Johnson. Why did they?
Dylan Harper was.
Harper was.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, in the last 4 minutes sat in the corner with Brunson on him. They were trying to get Brunson on Fox,
Right.
and then they were keeping the Knicks did a great job of covering and not letting that happen. But then just give the ball to Harper, who's got Brunson on. him.
Right. Right.
Like that's crazy. They just had Fox going up against
chucking him
OG.
up. I
Against
know.
OG, they had OG on Fox. That's like the worst matchup for them.
It's
Just
crazy.
crazy.
That was really
Coaching. It's part of the
crazy.
game, and they got out coached. I mean, it's
I know,
it's
but
why
I
they're
think
not as good of a
they're-
team.
I guess it's just a different definition of what like.
You have a different definition.
They're a more
of being
talented
good.
team. They're better.
Are
team.
they
Allen's-
more
and
talented?
Allen's
Are they
mine,
more
yeah.
talented?
I think.
Like,
Actually,
look at
it's
the
a good
roster on
question.
the
I mean,
Knicks.
that's a fair
They
question.
have very talented, like 1 through 7.
Yeah. Well, 1 through. I mean, their bench is weird. Like Mitch was not good in the playoffs until the last game, which he was really good in the last game.
Yeah, but the Spurs
And then
bench
Alvarado
is
just randomly
basically just
played.
Dylan Harper.
Well, then it's like, but Alvarado is like suddenly giving great minutes. I think Mike Brown. This is the big difference. Mike Brown outcoached like Mitch Johnson like so
Right.
much,
Yeah.
so much. Mitch Johnson, I think, was horrible, and I think it does give you questions about whether Mitch Johnson is actually a good coach because he was just
Right.
given Wemby,
He'll learn from
given
it.
this team, and I think he was pretty good in the Thunder series. I mean, he didn't have to do that much. I guess is kind of a key thing.
Right.
There wasn't that many adjustments to make, and he was horrific. He's like this between him and Fox. That's like the worst coaching performance in the finals in recent history, and the worst like semi-star player. I mean, what do you call Fox? He's supposed to be the second best player on the team.
I mean, he should be.
He was an all-star.
Wemby also didn't have a great series.
Wemby had a bad series
But don't you
too,
think that
but
was
it
because
wasn't
he's
as
not
bad.
used to those minutes. They didn't really play him this
100%, 100%. Are we sure these look good?
I think they look good.
I think
yeah.
I'm just talking a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Wemby was bad, but he wasn't that bad. It's a little overrated how bad he was.
Okay, but this is the thing about the Spurs and why you think they're so talented.
But-
Most of the reason the Spurs win is because Wemby was so good. If he's not playing like at an elite level, they're not a great team.
They're still
They're
pretty
great,
good,
but they're
though.
young. Castle, it's his second year. He was pretty good at scoring, but he'd top out around
not at that
13,
last
14
game.
points.
He totally disappeared.
The
Castle
last
was-
game,
Castle was bad in the last
he
game.
That was
destroyed
so
me.
bad.
He was bad on defense
Me
in the last
too, I
game
know.
too.
Yeah.
I've been-
Harper's great, but he's young. They don't play him a lot of minutes.
Yeah.
They
Right.
didn't develop him a ton and maybe
I
as
see
much
what
as they
you're
needed
saying,
to.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Champagne's hit or miss. Vassell's hit or
Shea Penny
miss.
was great. Vassell and Vassell and Champagne were pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Saying
in
that
the
they're
series.
great players, but
They're great role
define
players.
great.
Role
They're great,
players.
but so is like Mikal Bridges and OG. Like I would take
Okay,
them
okay.
over. But just to say, the Spurs are not actually like this great team.
Champagne
It's like
was probably better
Wemby.
than-
If Wemby's like the
Champa-
best player in the league playing like that, that's just gonna hide.
Champagne was probably better
lot.
than Mikal Bridges this series. For
Eh,
most of the series.
Maybe it's
Until
a
the
toss up.
end.
Until the end. Yeah.
But Mikal being like
and
their fourth,
Cat, honestly, Cat was incredible the first 2 games. He was pretty bad. the rest
Yeah,
of the
he
series.
was.
it's pretty bad. But that officiating, like it didn't matter. But that was some of the most horrendous officiating. I think,
Well, I'll
against
say
the Knicks,
this.
who ended up winning all
He
those
sounds
games.
like a-
I don't.
like a New
I don't think
Yorker.
the officiating was nearly as bad as people said. The Wemby stuff, they
It
weren't.
wasn't
Wemby stuff
good.
was
They
bad.
weren't
The
giving him a
Wemby stuff was
flagrant,
bad.
which is the NBA's fault. The NBA
Right.
the rule is stupid. He shouldn't be getting punished for. I mean, it was horrible what he did to Naz Reid.
Right.
That shouldn't be factoring into the NBA Finals like 2
Right,
series
right,
later.
right.
That's crazy. And
I just think they called a lot of early penalties on Cat immediately. All the last 3 games, they were like immediately, boom, let's get Cat into foul trouble.
a lot
Cat
of it,
does stupid shit, but it's ticky tack stuff,
a
and
lot
they
of it was the
decided
hook. You can't hook. The hook is the easiest
Right.
thing for them to call.
it's something they can call, but
I'll
it's
also
like
say,
calling it's like
in the
calling
last-
a double dribble or carry. It's like because of the rules.
OG got away with the double dribble, but
Yeah, he did. He did.
I think the referees are not that good, but also the playoffs in the last 3 years are now completely different than they were before then. This is like a whole new era of NBA basketball,
Right.
where and people liked it when it started happening, where it's like more physical, where it's more about defense. They stopped a lot of the scoring went
Mhm.
down for a little bit. They like that. That's what people want, allegedly. I didn't like it when it was happening. I kind of like it more now. But like this is what people asked for, and in the West, there are 3 teams: the Thunder, the Spurs, and the Timberwolves, who are gonna play really physical. And like, if you can't match that, like the Nuggets, they can't match that. They don't have a chance against those
Right.
teams. So that's what's happening now, and people like it. I don't know. The East, no one's doing that in
Right.
the East yet.
Until you get to the finals and they call everything on the Knicks, then you're not
I
allowed to be
think-
physical.
I think you're overrating that. I don't think it was.
It was definitely a factor that they had
think
to overcome.
I think the Knicks had more free throws in the series.
Free throws does not tell the story of like
I'm just saying. They had
how
more
many
free
fouls
throws.
you're getting called.
They had more free throws in the series.
You don't think I watch
Spurs
how
are
they, I
not
watch how
driving.
They play Wemby. Sometimes I almost feel bad for the guy. He is getting ripped up. I know he deserves it, but it's just like.
But that's what they
And I
do.
mean,
to the
Brunson
bigs.
I know, but I'm
is.
just
I mean,
saying.
like all. It's not a Brunson thing. This Shea does this. Luka does this. Tatum. All these guys do this, where they have that off
yeah,
arm.
they do that all
and they
the
do
time.
that. And they
yeah.
hit. And then Wemby, they're hitting him in the fucking liver. I mean, that
Right.
probably hurts.
Yeah.
But that off arm thing.
Especially all that wine he drinks. That French wine.
all that.
Mm.
All the fucking snails he's
Yeah.
eating.
Franzia. Yeah.
What if it's like?
Slept the bug.
What if the secret to Wemby was like before the game he eats 100 snails, and so he's like all revved up to go,
And then he
then
just stinks, so you don't want to be around.
well,
him.
at halftime, he's like, "What are these snails?" And then Mitch Johnson ate them during the first quarter.
yeah.
Oh, it's like his power.
Yeah, and Mitch Johnson's like,
I'm sorry, Mitch. I'm sorry, Wemby.
"I'm sorry, Mitch Wemby.
Yeah.
I ate them snails. I'm sorry, Wemby."
Or that's Fox. My bad. I thought they were for everybody. I thought they were for everybody. Yeah.
God, can you imagine if on top of all the way that Fox was playing, he also ate Wemby's snails
yeah, God.
and took away Wemby's power?
yeah, yeah,
At
yeah.
this point, it's sad because Fox was so strategic going to Spurs. He got exactly what he wanted and asked for, and they even went to the finals. And then
And he
it
got his fucking money, too.
humiliated.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
he's also got a max contract.
I
It doesn't even matter.
actually, sadly, dude, I really don't think Fox gives a shit.
Would you? No. Remember when Kentucky
give a
lost
shit.
in the Elite Eight and
that's
he
what I
was
mean, though.
crying?
Wait a minute,
I
you
think
don't
he
think
does
That's what I
care.
mean, though. I think he doesn't care anymore.
you don't think he cared that he lost?
I think he cared that he lost. I don't think he really cares that it was his fault.
I mean, it was.
Yeah, he does. Come
Totally
on.
his fault,
How could
but-
you say that?
Just the way he talked about it. Like after the game 4,
He's in shock.
when he made that, was it game 4 where he made the crazy mistake? Yeah, game
Yeah.
4. He
when
was
when
like,
he went up for the
yeah.
shot.
Afterwards, he was like, I thought I could score, but OG blocked it. And then he's like smiling and laughing. I mean, I don't think he really gives that much of a
That's how
shit.
people deal with
Right.
stress.
What do you want him to say?
I want him to say I made a mistake. That's all I want him to say.
Right.
I messed up.
It is so hard for people to just admit when they messed up.
Right.
Across the
Yeah.
board. I don't know why in life.
But, like, if
I
you're
don't-
Fox,
wait a minute. Wait
I mean-
a minute. I'd give him a. I would feel the same way. It'd be like, all right, you're gonna put this whole game on me. We blew a 30-point lead.
I know, but
You know,
even
like,
then,
I get
though,
what you're saying, but it's like it's not my fucking fault.
well, the crazy thing is, like, even then, he's like, you probably would blame Mitch Johnson number 1, but then you
Right.
probably would blame Fox number 2.
I
Outside
mean,
of
I
that,
would. I would, but I
Fox
get his
made
feeling of
in the
being
last 15 seconds. Fox made 3 mistakes in that game, and if he doesn't do one of those mistakes, the Spurs win the game.
right?
Which is just crazy to think about.
Yeah, that is.
He made
crazy.
3 critical mistakes that will cost them the game.
Yeah.
And just like
Well, I don't think the double was his fault. I mean, I think Mitch told him to double Brunson.
Oh,
I don't
think
think
if
he
you-
just went rogue and did that.
Well, again, I blame Mitch more than that than Fox for that. But if you look at they're putting Lukaku on. He's their best scorer. If you look at what was happening before, they just completely fucked up the coverage. They didn't know what they were doing. That's on Mitch.
Is that Fox's fault?
But no, but it's also just like you can't ignore that he shaded and then OG ran straight through because that's his
Right.
guy and got the tip in.
I
That's
think-
bad.
And
It's
I'm
just
annoyed because I saw this point. Wow, I think they were
bad. It's
offsides.
Lukaku, dude. He just scored. I just said he's the best goal scorer. He
Wow.
scored.
We're
Clip
watching
that.
Belgium, Egypt, guys. I'm pretty sure he's offsides. We're gonna check the tape and get right back. I saw someone make this point, and I wish because I had this, I was gonna tell you guys. This is a bit of a hot take, but I think the Spurs were actually worse off getting to the finals
Then
Like,
losing in the.
because they got so humiliated. It's
Well-
actually gonna take more of a mental toll than if they just gutted out and lost like a 7-game series to the Thunder and went back and like.
Let's get.
You know what I
back
mean?
there,
Now
yeah.
they've just played extra games. Wemby got really exposed, I think. Not exposed, but he had a rough series.
I think it's all just PR wise. It's so much worse. He's definitely onside.
Yeah, he's on side.
PR wise, it's
Crazy.
definitely worse. But I think this was actually way better for the long run in terms of like. You now know Fox is just not. You can't have Fox on this team.
now.
True.
And you now know Harper is like the guy.
Incredible.
Right,
Oh,
right.
own goal. It's not even Lukaku. It's an own goal. You know that Harper's the guy, and you know that Mitch Johnson has some like if he's on the hot seat next
Oh,
season.
totally.
Right. Was his coaching questionable though up until now?
No, but you just I mean it was so bad in that game that series that you that's what I mean. Like if they lost to the Spurs, you would have maybe thought if you lost to the Thunder, you would have thought maybe we can keep Fox one more year.
Right.
Maybe Mitch is great. We love Mitch. And then
Right.
They're a really good team. They're a better team. So it's, you know.
And
Fox
for-
did have the
and-
high ankle sprain.
And for Wemby, whatever. And for Wemby, his high ankle sprain affects his brain.
Yeah.
High ankle brain.
High ankle brain.
Right.
And for Wemby, it is actually good because we actually do see Wemby's shortcomings now pretty clearly, and you
Right.
do know like what a team like can do to hurt Wemby, which is like you need like a cat, which is kind of hard to find, but you need Karl Anthony Towns, where you can play 5 out and force Wemby on the perimeter,
Right.
Can the Nuggets do that with Jokic?
Because the rest of the guys suck.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Christian Brown and I mean if Aaron Gordon plays, they could do it, but
Okay, I saw this report. It's kind of random, but you'll enjoy it. I saw a report that the Nuggets, how they're shopping everybody, and they're getting a lot of
Yeah.
interest in, Gordon and stuff. And it was like, but they would prefer to trade Christian Brown. And it was like, yeah, no shit.
shit, right.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, we prefer to keep Aaron Gordon and trade Christian Brown, but people are interested. It's
can you
like,
believe
yeah.
they signed Christian Brown to that contract, which looked like okay? He's making $25 million a year, which looked okay. Then he proceeded to be horrible while Peyton Watson was good, and now they're trying to trade Christian Brown to give Peyton Watson $25 million a year. Like, that is so funny.
It's sad.
His contract
sad.
hasn't even kicked in yet. It kicks in next year.
Really?
Same with Fox.
Yeah.
By the way.
Really?
The Fox contract.
What's
kicks-
the Fox? What is the Fox
It's
contract?
50
you know?
million,
Over
50,
4 years.
53 million, 55 million, 61, something
Mhm.
like that.
Oh,
It's a horrible contract.
Now, you might say
who's gonna take that?
Well,
you
let's
might
get into
say,
it. Let's
you
get
might
into it.
say that it's untradeable, but I have found 4 teams.
Well, wait, real quick before you get into that. Actually, I want to say this. I actually have a different idea of what they should do with De'Aaron Fox.
Okay,
De'Aaron Fox.
take him out to the Alamo and
So I'm sure Andrew has some good trade ideas.
yeah.
But look, even would you say do any of their trade ideas make them like so much better? You probably wouldn't say.
they do.
Okay, well,
It's kind of incredible.
we'll
what I put
see. We'll
together.
see there. But look, it's really hard what you do with De'Aaron Fox.
GM Lind.
His
Mhm.
contract is maybe one of the worst contracts in the league at this point. He's blocking the second best player on your team, who probably, honestly, in my opinion, he's going to be an MVP candidate, Dylan Harper. He's going to be sick.
Oh yeah.
He's mentally gone. He doesn't give a shit about basketball. He loves money. And I think there's only one thing you can do, and that is I think you have to – Victor Wembanyama has to take De'Aaron Fox to the Shaolin monks, and they have to kick his ass and kill him.
This was such a long lead up
I
in
know.
that.
They have to kill him. They
It's
have
more
to-
like the Kill Bill, like guy who trains the Kill Bill people.
Right.
the monks have to beat him dead.
Well, what happens if you die? Like, do you
Yeah, what
Does that
happen?
money
There's
go
a,
against
there's
the cap?
insurance. There's insurance on him,
is.
so they'll get the money back, and they'll get a little amnesty on his contract.
Do they? Is he
Okay.
still on the cap or?
No, he's gone 'cause he's dead.
Does his family get a ring if they win?
Maybe they
In most
give him
cases,
one.
yes, but in
Yeah,
this case, no.
no.
This is kind of sad because that guy, Brandon Clark, actually did
No,
die.
why do you
It's
bring
like,
that
this-
up?
Come on.
Why do you bring that
Why would
up?
you do that?
I just want us to be mindful.
Right.
No, but I was like, oh, that's like, did this happen recently? Well, there's been a lot of. Never mind. But in lieu, it has been
But
Alden
they
Smith.
should
I mean,
get
that
the
was sad.
temple. They should bring the whole temple there, and
Right.
everyone takes turns beating his ass until he's dead.
Yeah.
Then they'll have free money, and they can use it to like sign Kawhi or something,
Right. Right.
Okay,
or LeBron.
That's not bad.
All right.
you know, it's a little hard to do these trades because now that I'm looking at them, they're still kind of based on Fox's salary this year. But I think the frameworks are here.
if they do a trade
Okay.
on before July 1st, they can do that.
Oh, really? Okay, so the first one is probably the most, maybe you've heard, the Atlanta Hawks. They need maybe a point guard to run stuff. I guess CJ McCollum's their point guard right
Yeah.
now, but he's a free agent. He's also 33, 34. So the Hawks trade for De'Aaron Fox. The Spurs, they get Onyeka Okongwu to play power forward.
Okay. Well, okay.
Risa Shea, a little flyer on Risa Shea. And Asa Newell, just some
Alright.
salary filler.
Alright,
Okay.
that's all right.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I don't really think it makes
You
them
think
better.
the Hawks are going to take that?
It's interesting for the Hawks. I mean, they have that 8th pick. I mean, they might be
Right.
doing the Jaylen Brown trade. That seems like that's like the rumor.
Right.
Is Giannis
Right.
to the Celtics, Jaylen Brown to the Hawks?
That would
and
be
all the
I'm
That's-
seeing him
that's
to
a way
the
better deal.
Blazers or him to the Clippers.
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
the
Jaylen Brown to
Giannis.
the, Blazers would be
Well, it
good.
does seem like Giannis is going to the Celtics, which is crazy.
know, I
That
heard
does seem
that,
like it's about to happen. Like
That's
by draft
cool.
day.
That's fun.
That will be fun.
They're gonna be the favorites. That's very interesting. We'll get to that.
Sucks for
We can
Philly.
get
I mean,
to
I
that
see
in a
people
second.
talking about Jaylen Brown being good. It's like Jaylen Brown is not better than Giannis.
No, but then the Giannis is just such a risk. We can talk about that in a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
But the Hawks have the 8th pick,
Mhm.
That's right. I
and
forgot
presumably
about
they're going to draft a guard, but they might trade it for. It might be in the trade for
that.
Jaylen
Right,
Brown.
right.
So we'll see. I don't love that one for the Spurs though. I mean, they need a new backup center, so I guess a Okongwu can fit there.
Or can Okongwu just play power forward?
Kind of. I
Next
guess
to
he can
Wemby?
shoot. I guess so. Maybe.
Yeah.
He's only 6'10",
Yeah.
and they're a bit small. If they play Vassell at the 3, he's only 6'6". Harper's 6'6", and Castle's 6'6".
well, so they're big if they don't have Fox on the team.
They're big without
Yeah, yeah,
Fox,
they
but
are.
they're small. It's small. Like, yeah, so
Well, how tall is Champagny? Champagny's like 6'9".
in my mind he's 6'9", but I have no idea.
Yeah.
Let's call him 6'7".
Although
Right,
Champagny's
yeah.
a free agent, I believe. So
No,
Oh,
they
really?
got a
Oh, they got one more
Player
year
team
contract.
option.
for like $2 million.
Yeah.
$3 million. It's
Yeah.
crazy. They're probably picking that up.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they do probably need a long term because Champagny might be out of their price
Right,
range.
right,
so.
right.
Okay.
But they
what's-
can worry about that after next
What's your
year.
next one?
That one's the least exciting.
Okay,
The
good,
second
good,
one.
Good. I'm excited now.
This would be a very fun trade for the NBA. A good power forward, a defensive stalwart, and somebody who you can buy low on right now.
Draymond
Okay.
Green, Pajemski.
No, I don't hate that.
Okay.
The
I just-
Washington Wizards. They're about to
Oh,
draft
yeah.
Oh,
a
here we
forward
go.
of the future.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
So they take De'Aaron Fox and Luke Cornett, ship them to the Wizards for
For
Anthony,
Anthony
Davis.
Davis.
That's pretty
I
good,
like
I
that.
think,
I
because
like that.
you can tell Davis, look, take your time. We don't even
He
need
doesn't
you to
want- and
score.
He doesn't even want to be there.
No, he doesn't. I think
Right.
they're going to trade him. You play power forward.
like
You got
that.
this. Like,
But then we're also talking about we got Trae Young and De'Aaron Fox playing together in the backcourt with AJ DeBonsa coming. I mean, that is
well,
kind of
Devonta's a
funny-ass team.
forward, right? Like,
Yeah,
he's
yeah, that
not-
works.
And I figured Trey is there because originally I was like, oh, well, they do Trey Young, and then
This
I was
this
like,
reminds me. We
uh,
gotta talk about the draft too. There's some crazy
Yeah,
draft stuff.
yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
let's, sorry, let's keep going. That's I mean, Anthony Davis. I mean, that's that's a huge risk
That's
for
a
this team.
funny one.
it's
He's
risky, but Fox just
His
sucks.
contract's also terrible though. Anthony Davis is making a shit ton of money.
Did he get 3 more years?
Oh, you're right. He hasn't signed
Or-
a new one.
I don't
yet.
think he has
He's
a
got
new
1 year left.
contract. So you do that for a year.
See if it works.
You have to pay somebody. They're not really paying anybody.
Wizards would be such a funny team having a backcourt of Fox and Trae Young. That is so funny.
I figured they'd almost bring Trey Young off the bench or something like that.
That's
I don't even
crazy.
know.
You can't do that. Trae Young is probably better than Fox.
Yeah.
Maybe you bring Fox off the bench.
I mean,
or-
I mean, a lot of people are thinking maybe because this was rumored before they did the Fox trade, was do Trae Young to the Spurs.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
because Trae Young is probably better than
God,
Fox.
that would have been a great final.
And Trae Young's
Trae Young on
Trae
the
Young,
Spurs
I
against
mean,
New York.
that's
He
the
can't
one
shoot
team
either,
that has
it's
the
weird.
personnel to like mask his terrible defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still don't know if I love that, but
I wouldn't want him on the Spurs now because you have your guards. You got Castle, you got Fox. Unless he came
Yeah.
off the bench.
there's a
That's
world.
what I was thinking.
It is.
Does Fox or does Trae Young come off the bench?
Castle's an interesting character because there's a world where he could be your 3, like a Jimmy Butler type,
Yeah.
but he has to be able to shoot, so it's just not. It just
Right.
can't
Can't.
happen yet. So yeah,
Well, he's
I don't
still
know.
young.
Like
though.
Vassell's
Yeah.
the same height, but he can at least shoot.
Oh, he did
Right.
not. Mo Salah did not know he was getting subbed. He's upset. Okay.
Anyway, I thought that could be fun.
Yeah.
You could really rest him too, get him ready for the playoffs.
Okay.
And then
Right.
Davis Wimby, I mean that's fucking crazy.
defensively, it's pretty
He's
insane.
healthy.
And then you got Castle, Harper. That's the best defensive
Yeah,
team like
yeah,
of all
that is-
time.
That is
Shooting wise,
good.
though, that's
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah, yeah.
Though AD can't hit threes anymore.
Right, they can't shoot at all. Just
They can't-
Vassell.
yeah, just Vassell and
Vassell.
Wemby, and Wemby's not even that. Wemby's
And
good for
Champagne.
a center, but not that great.
All right, this one's interesting. It's just straight up. It solves their small forward issue. Get a tall, lanky guy with Wemby. Brandon Ingram. Raptors.
That's.
For
I mean,
Fox.
And the Spurs
just
get
straight up.
Fox.
That works.
It works. They make the same.
Wow.
Ingram makes 38. Fox makes 37.
Raptors.
They don't have a point guard right now, really.
I know, but
Right.
they gotta be like they're gonna be in cap hell if they just add.
Do they
Fox to
have a
that.
pick?
Not in the top. They made the playoffs, so
Right.
Oh,
Not-
right.
not a
no,
lottery
they
pick.
don't.
Right.
And they have that. Maybe the Spurs would also have to take back Podol.
Well, that's a terrible. You can't do that. That's one of the worst contracts in the league.
But it gives them a backup center.
I know,
For
but Pirtle
Wemby.
kind of sucks, and it's a terrible contract. That's so much money on Pirtle.
Can you do Cornette and Fox and then do Ingram and Portal and say, hey, we'll take your problem? Because Ingram's probably a better player than Fox, would you say, right?
I don't know, dude. Ingram was bad this year too.
I thought he was pretty good this year.
He was
I
bad in the
think,
playoffs. I don't really remember the regular season, to be honest.
They don't need much from him. He's like the third or
Right,
fourth
right.
scorer on the team. Just Ingram, go do your thing. He's taller.
I don't know.
I don't love it, but I just happened to see it, and I was like, huh. It's like one bad problem.
I will
for
say,
another.
so far,
Right,
none
it
of these
is.
have beat the trade that I heard.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to come up with alternates.
know,
But
I
this
know.
one, I think,
Okay.
is the best trade
All right,
that
all
I've
right,
made.
all right.
And this one might involve some draft capital. So there's a team in the draft right now
Oh, no.
that's pretty interesting.
Oh no 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 no
The
no.
thing about this
no
team is,
no. I know what you're fucking doing.
what do you,
Go ahead and do it, but I'm not gonna.
so
be
this
happy.
team has the second pick. Now, the
Oh.
rumors
I
are,
thought you were doing the Mavericks.
oh, no.
I thought we were gonna do some Kyrie trade, maybe. I thought that's what you were gonna fucking do. I was
No,
gonna
Kyrie
piss.
doesn't really solve anything for them because he's still like a small
Right.
Oh,
guard.
he's just
that
better than
he
Fox.
scores.
Better than Fox, right?
Yeah.
This would be the Jazz. If they're going to draft Boozer, which I'm hearing now they're kind of favored to take Boozer, they
Yeah.
don't really need Jaren Jackson.
It was interesting question.
Interesting.
Is that really happening, or is Bill Simmons just wish casting that? I guess Simmons
I
is.
thought I saw that somewhere else.
I feel like Simmons brought it up, and now it's like everyone's saying it. Which maybe Simmons probably does know. So
He gets intel on that kind of thing.
Yeah. He
So I'm
does.
same
thinking
thing with the Giannis trade was also Simmons.
Right.
the
He broke
Jazz
that.
need a point guard to run the show. If they
Mhm.
got Markkanen, they got Boozer. They don't need Jaren Jackson anymore.
Right.
So you send De'Aaron Fox, and you send a 2027 Atlanta first rounder. Maybe two for, I don't know what they'd want for Jaren Jackson. And then Jaren Jackson on the Spurs. That's pretty good.
Well,
He doesn't need to play center. He doesn't need to get rebounds.
Right.
That's
It's not-
probably my favorite.
it's not bad. It's creative. I like
Mhm.
it. I like it. I think they did give up a shit ton for Jaren Jackson.
Would they trade like 3
I
firsts?
think 4, right?
Really?
Well, that's why the Spurs can throw in like 2 firsts.
Wow.
Yeah.
They have
I-
to first from.
The Spurs have a lot of
Yeah, they have a
firsts
lot of
because
firsts.
they have
they got Mavs first coming up.
they have a Mavs first in 2030. They have a Celtics first in 2028.
Wow.
I don't.
They have all their picks except for like 1 year they don't.
Right. Right.
And the Atlanta first from the DeJounte
God, they
Murray
got so
trade.
fucking lucky.
I know they really.
It's
did.
really
crazy,
did.
man. It's crazy.
I don't mind that trade. I don't mind that trade.
Now, would they value Fox over Jaren Jackson? Probably not.
Utah.
But if it's Fox and a couple first, just if you have Boozer, it feels weird to like
I know.
have Jack because they have Walker Kessler playing center. So
I know
you,
they have
Right.
Laurie too. You have so many
and
guys
Lloyd,
who
so
play
many
the same
bigs.
position. Yeah.
I don't really know why they got Jaren Jackson anyway.
I guess there was a world where they could have been Laurie, JJJ.
Well, they thought
Kessler.
they're getting DeBonsa.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Which, hey, some new draft stuff we could talk about. Maybe they will. Probably not, but
Well, I saw that the Peterson only worked out with the Wizards, and he's like, I'm
Yeah.
not working out with anyone else.
yeah. Well, okay, so
Not a great sign.
I do think that's
No.
the best trade you had. It's pretty good. I don't know if I don't know if it would work for the Jazz.
It depends how low Fox's value is now. Like, did teams
think
watch
it's
that and
low.
just be like, Jesus Christ?
What was the one you heard?
Randall, DiVincenzo, and a pick for Fox.
So they
which-
would get a first?
But
Yeah, but I think you could even. I
Do
think
the
maybe-
Wolves even have a first?
They do, which I think, but I think like you can even take the first off the table because Randall's contract is so much better than Fox's.
Uh-huh.
At this point, am I overstating? Like, in my mind now, it's like Fox. Like, does he have any value in the league? Like, if you're the Wolves,
I don't
would you
think
be
it's-
like,
Well, the Wolves I think would because here's that. This is why I think it works well for both teams. Is that these are both guys neither team wants to have on their team,
Mhm.
presumably. I guess you're
Right.
more the Wolves than the Spurs, I guess, at this point. But come on, the Spurs just lost the finals because of De'Aaron, but they should
Yeah.
have won that guy.
Right.
And so for the Spurs, you get Randall, who helps with a lot of the. He's a legit power forward.
mm-hmm.
He can shoot. He can handle the ball. So he can
Mhm.
help a lot with the how the clutch offense was so bad because
Yeah.
he's a capable scorer. He can create his own shot. Like no one else in the Spurs outside of their three guys can. I guess four if you want. Yeah, Fox, Castle, Harper, Wemby. And then DiVincenzo is maybe like he probably won't play next year, but then you have his bird rights if you want to keep him, and he's a very good role player.
How old is he? He's pretty young, right?
He's like
29?
the same age as all those Nova Knicks guys.
Okay,
he's like
so
20,
29,
like late
30,
20s.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they won in 2016. Yeah, he's probably
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. And then for the Timberwolves, they need a point guard. They've needed a point guard since Mike
Right,
Conley became
right.
so old. And they don't want Randall. And Fox is like, they're not going to get Kyrie for that package, that's what they were trying to do. So,
You think this Mavericks wouldn't go for that?
no.
That makes everyone kind of better.
The Mavericks have said they're not trading. I don't think they're going to trade Kyrie if they trade Kyrie, it's going to be midseason, I think.
Like, he'll build up some stock.
Yeah, because like we don't have, we can't tank.
You
this year.
guys
We
need
don't-
some picks.
Right.
We don't have our pick. Well, I know we're Mavs are screwed, but
Yeah.
It's just better to have Kyrie than to trade him for like Randall for the Mavs. Versus the Spurs, it makes sense to trade Fox for Randall.
Right.
I still would lean that way because I think that makes the most sense for both teams. But if I'm the Spurs, I would definitely try to get JJJ.
Right, if they would do it.
Yeah.
Because that's a huge contract, too. But clearly the Jazz like aren't as frightened by it. Because if you look at Triple J's contract, you're like, God, it's about to start next year, I think, as
Right.
well. And
Yeah.
I think it's 5 years.
I would commend the Jazz if they did that though, because I do think Boozer's the best player in this draft.
Really?
That's my take.
Wow. He seems
He-
like
at
the
least-
safest.
At least if you want
That's
to say
what I-
DeBonce is better, that's fine. I think he's. I don't know how for so long he's like the third guy behind Peterson
People are just so intrigued by Peterson.
By his
in high
creatine.
school. Yeah.
by the creatine he was taking this year.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just talk about the draft real quick. So a lot of rumors happening. I was also thinking, do you guys want to do like a?
Mock.
Yeah, there's like a thing where we can trade picks and stuff too. We can like do trades.
Oh, really?
We could, but you guys are going to be gone until the
I think
draft.
we have to do it online.
When is it?
Yeah.
The draft's
25th,
next
I think.
Thursday, I think.
Oh,
Not this
really?
Thursday, not the upcoming one, but the one after.
Right.
I haven't looked in. I don't know a ton about the
I know
draft
that could be
yet.
funny too.
We just learned about it. Yeah.
We could just do the first we could just do the first 20 picks and do some
Yeah.
trades.
22 picks, please.
Okay, yeah. So that
Is that what
the
the Sixers
Yeah.
so the
is?
Sixers can
They're pretty good at drafting
the
around
Sixers
there.
can get the guy they're gonna trade in 2
Yeah,
years.
yeah. Well, they have the Rockets pick too, right?
No.
Yeah, they
They
do.
do from
They
the
took it
from the
OKC.
McCain trade.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from the
Oh,
McCain trade.
right.
Yeah.
So you better hope
Forgot
it
about that.
So
ends up
we'll
being
go to
great.
25 now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lower than their own.
Well, the Rockets had a better record.
Right.
Yeah.
But the Sixers lost in the second round.
It's, I
it
think
doesn't
it's based on
matter once
record,
they're-
right?
Hey,
Oh,
we
okay.
can make a little.
Pretty sure it's
package
based on
maybe,
record.
you know,
Maybe it's
couple-
not.
couple-
I think it's record up until a certain point.
I don't know.
Like the Knicks aren't going to have like the 23rd pick because of their record.
Right.
I don't know. So
I don't know
no, it is because the Mavs have pick 30, which is the Thunder pick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it is based on record.
That is weird.
So some interesting draft news today. So DeBonsa has worked out for the Wizards and the Jazz, who are picking 1 and 2, and Darren Peterson is only working out for the Wizards. He's not working out for anyone else. So some people, that's like a thing of like, oh, maybe the Wizards are deciding between the two of them.
Right.
It does seem like two things are happening. One, Darren Peterson really wants to go to Washington, which is kind of funny to think about.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as Ace Bailey last year. Ace
I
Bailey
know.
really wanted to go to Washington.
Why do
I
these
know.
players want to go to Washington? That's
guess
like
'cause it's
not a
like-
team
Like
I'd
they
want to go
could
to.
become the leader.
I think it is like, oh, these guys blow. Dylan Harper wanted to go to Washington.
Right,
That's
right.
crazy too.
Like I can just go there and
the
immediately be the guy and
Right. Like,
guarantee
they-
it.
No
Max
respect to Alex
contract.
R.
Right,
No respect to
right.
Alex R. Who just had surgery today.
And meet Trump.
Yeah, I get to meet Trump.
You're right, by the way. It's completely by record. The Knicks have the 24th pick, even though they
Wow,
won the
just won the finals.
Good for
championship.
them.
The Lakers have a pick after the
'Cause
Knicks.
they had a better
That's-
record.
That's funny.
That Lakers pick, by the way, I think that could get traded easily.
You guys are 22 is from Houston.
Oh, that's the 22. from
Oh.
Houston. Okay.
Yeah,
So we
your
don't
own
have a
pick is 17th, but the
Yeah,
Thunder
the
has
Thunder
it from.
have
The,
it.
was that from
Yeah.
Al
Horford.
Horford?
From the Horford trade.
God, the
I was gonna
17th
say, I
pick
was
is
like-
pretty good
I
too,
know,
man.
I know.
In this draft,
16th,
it's not bad at
17th,
all.
I know.
That's a good one in this draft. 22 is kind of when it starts
I was
to get
I was gonna
weaker.
say, I was like, we only have one.
So Peterson.
That's right. I forgot.
So all these guys trying to force themselves to Washington, and the new rumors that the Jazz are taking Boozer over Peterson,
Okay.
which is I think the right move, but is like completely different from like what most people have been thinking is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Which does make sense because there's a rumor that the Grizzlies and the Bulls are trying to trade down. Bulls I don't really get, but the Grizzlies I could see how they wanted Boozer, and now they don't. Now Boozer is going to be gone. I
Right,
could see
yeah.
them wanting to trade down. So a lot of moving pieces at the top of the draft,
Yeah.
Right.
and a lot of moving pieces after that because the
That's why
Clippers.
the draft is interesting.
I know I'm into the draft this year.
Okay.
It's a good class too. I'm gonna
Is
watch. the draft.
A-Cuff kind of like
You're going,
people
right?
think he's going.
I'm
fifth.
going to the draft. Yeah. The Clippers have that 5th pick,
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
that's interesting.
which they might trade. They might take Wagler. They might do
Right.
some other interesting stuff. The only thing that is certain, well, okay, the Nets have the 6th pick, and they might take Ament, who is like that's like the biggest reach in the draft.
Uh-huh.
That's like they could probably get him at 12.
Are the Nets like
Right.
trying to?
Dude, I don't know. Like, can you imagine that the draft was so bad for them last year,
Mm-hmm.
and they just followed up by reaching on a guy at 6
Right.
in a very strong draft? It's crazy.
Is that a real
Yeah.
thing, or are people just guessing
That's a
because
real
they're like,
thing.
you guys are so dumb, you're just gonna do that?
That's a real thing. The one thing I think is certain: the Kings are taking Acuff at 7, which
They
is
are.
honestly a good place for
But
him
do
to
you
go.
think
Yeah.
he'll still be there
Yeah, I
at
think so.
7?
I think so. The only way he wouldn't is if the Nets took him, but it doesn't. I don't really think. He's
I heard the Clippers want to take him.
no, the Clippers aren't going to take him
Why not? Because they got
because
Garland.
they got Garland.
Well-
if you take him, you're trading Garland.
I also saw that they're floated as a Jaylen Brown destination.
I saw it too.
5th pick would go to Milwaukee.
That's crazy. They should
Wow.
not trade the 5th pick for Jaylen Brown. They should
I don't
rebuild.
know. They're like not a rebuilding team.
Yeah, with
But
the,
then it's like
They can't really rebuild. I mean, they got Kawhi, they got Garland.
I think
right.
I assume they're going to trade Kawhi.
You
summer.
do?
I assumed. How
Well, they-
sick would Kawhi be in like any of these teams that we've been talking about? Like
yeah.
he went to the Spurs. Obviously, that wouldn't happen.
Well.
But that'd be sick.
Yeah, what about
Um,
Fox for Kawhi? I mean, the Clippers.
Dude, if I'm
wouldn't do
the
that.
Spurs, I'm like Fox and 4 picks for Kawhi.
Yeah.
Kawhi would be so nasty on that team.
I wouldn't do 4 picks for Kawhi.
I'd trade everything. Oh!
Oh.
You guys, we just got news. Kawhi is on the Pistons. But Kawhi and the Pistons.
because we don't
would
know
be
if he's
sick.
gonna get suspended.
I don't think he is. Kawhi and the Pistons would be sick.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That was the
Uh,
rumor during the
I know. I thought
trade
it happened.
deadline.
I thought it happened.
I
Reddit
got
me.
duped. I got duped.
Yeah.
So what are you guys looking forward to in the draft? Mavs have a terrible pick.
I like the movement, seeing where these
Yeah,
teams
the
are gonna move.
trades.
Because the Giannis trade is going to be
That's gonna
probably.
change.
I'm assuming the Giannis trade will be announced like the day before, and then it'll go like.
Isn't there a deadline? Can't they not start till a certain time tomorrow?
They're
right?
allowed to trade now currently.
Oh, really? Yeah.
They
But-
could trade actually during the
I thought the
finals,
16th free agency opens up.
but they
right?
can trade whenever.
No,
Because
free
remember
agency's not
last
till
year when
July.
the Pacers
July, okay.
traded for their pick back during the finals?
Yeah, you can't trade players. You can trade picks.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Which, by the way, isn't that crazy they did that?
And then they traded it, and then they lost it.
Yeah, I just said they lost it. But they got a Zubac for it. If they hadn't done that, they would have got nothing. They got Zubac for that pick.
Yeah. What team did they trade with? Did you-
Clippers. Oh, the Pelicans.
Just another horrible
I
draft
know.
trade by the Pelicans.
The Pelicans ended up trading the 5th and 8th pick in this draft,
indirectly,
Really?
yeah.
and basically only got Derek Queen out of it.
He better be amazing.
He's spoiler. We know he's not.
You never know.
It's crazy because is Zion gonna be on that team? Because Derek Queen and Zion can't play together. So, like, what's the thought process there?
They're just accumulating stuff.
I know, but none of it's that good. It's like Derek Queen's not that good.
Trey Murphy's like their biggest chip, and they're
And
trying
Trey
to get a
Murphy-
lot.
right.
For
Trey
him.
Murphy's gonna get traded, I think.
What about? I mean, yeah, the Spurs. If they try to get Trey Murphy, like that'd be cool. But
Fox and a pick.
Fox and some picks.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, it maybe have to be a free team.
I actually thought that was actually what I said they should have done last summer. Trade Fox for Trey Murphy back then.
They
I was
just
kind
didn't
of-
know.
I was kind of
You
Nostradamus.
were- yeah.
Kind of
Ahead of your
Nostradamus there.
time.
You remember that, Andrew? I think we talked about this.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. And I was like, no, Fox is incredible.
Right.
He's gonna be great.
Sorry, what are you guys looking forward to in the draft?
Oh, well, that's what I.
Oh, you just said the
yeah.
movement, yeah.
I like Caleb Wilson. I'm interested to see what
he
he's
goes.
gonna do. UNC,
Yeah,
but we don't know until 3 years from now.
it's true.
I know.
I mean, I'd like to know what the Hornets are gonna do.
What pick are they?
14th.
That's not bad.
That's a good pick.
They get a
That
little
is good.
center.
No, there's some good players
Yeah,
in
yeah.
there. Quantins would be really nice.
Right.
He's from Kentucky. He's good.
Yeah.
But I'd be lying if I said I know like
I've
most of these players.
unfortunately I've stayed up on the draft because the Mavs being in 9th gives them so many different, mostly not
Who
great
are you hoping
options.
for? Ade Mara?
No.
Oh, that's
7-3.
That's that center, right?
Yeah.
From Michigan.
I think he's a little overrated. I think
Yeah,
people are
that's
trying to
right.
find like a Wemby stopper.
Right.
I don't think there is. I don't think he is that. I am hoping Mikael Brown Jr. somehow drops. I think he might go even up.
Mm.
He might go as high as 5. And I just don't see how he would drop to us. But if he drops, that'd be amazing. Wagler or Fleming's dropping would be good. I've already made peace that we're probably getting Braden Burries, who I think is like fine. He's gonna be like a nice role player.
6'4" guard out of Arizona.
Yeah, he's kind of like a worse version of Derek White. So that's like fine. That's like that's what you end up with the 9th pick. You can't really be too upset.
Right.
The real issue is that Jason Kidd didn't tank. We didn't really tank hard,
Right,
and all
yeah.
the other teams, like the Grizzlies, tanked so much harder than us, and they're gonna get Boozer probably, Boozer or Peterson. So
No, I think they're gonna get Caleb Wilson.
maybe. I mean, Peterson.
6'10".
Be interesting if Peterson drops all the way at 4. But
Well, the Grizzlies are 3rd. You're
Yeah.
right. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the Bull. Yeah, Peterson. He's scary, man.
he's scary. He
He's
addicted to that
scary.
creatine.
But he has the highest ceiling
That
like
is
of any
weird
of
that
these
he would
players, or
do
what?
that unless Washington told him something.
I think it's all just for show.
You do.
Well, it's a lot of just like these guys are trying to force their ways. Like I think Peterson's
Right.
saying, "I don't want to go to Utah." Well,
You think?
I don't know. I mean, that's a good question. I mean, Ace Bailey was trying to do that last year, famously.
Right.
He didn't want to go to Utah. He didn't want to go to Philly.
I know he didn't want to go to Philly.
He wanted to go to Washington, which is just crazy.
But do you think he? That is crazy. Do you think?
Who'd
this-
Washington get?
They got Trey Johnson. Who's
Right.
Oh
fine.
yeah, that's right.
He's like whatever. Ace Bailey's better. But then you guys end up with Edgecombe, who's better than Ace
Right,
Bailey.
right. So I'll take that.
Maybe.
And then the Spurs end up with Harper, who's better
definitely-
than
definitely.
than
Ace Bailey
Edgecombe,
sucks.
and then the Mavs end up with Cooper, who's better than
Who's probably as good
Right,
as
right.
Honestly,
Bailey.
honestly, dude, I'm kind of worried Dylan Harper will be better than Cooper eventually.
Wow.
Dylan Harper's like fucking Kobe. He's so good.
That's
and
not
it's
really
pretty
fair.
amazing
We don't
what-
know about how he conducts relationships.
We don't know. We don't know how he goes to his children's basketball games.
He's Dwayne.
Um,
He's Dwayne Wade.
We don't know how he conducts his relationships though.
Yeah.
Cheating on Gabrielle Union quite a
I
bit.
know. Had a baby.
Okay, I actually have one more hot take I really want to get off.
All right.
I'm interested to hear what John Michael thinks about this. The way Los Angeles has acted during this Knicks run is
I agree.
one of the single most embarrassing things I've witnessed in the city, and it makes me realize they take back any defending I've ever done in the city as a sports town, because all of East LA was going nuts for the
Nuts,
Knicks,
nuts.
and including
Dude,
people. There's
I
people.
couldn't
There's
agree
people with
more.
New York ties, but I tell you what, there's a lot of people who don't have New York ties.
No,
who
I
are going
know. I
crazy.
know. I know. Red Lion, I've never seen it that cracked, and I'm a part of me is hoping that some of it was like this World Cup thing is like bringing people out in general. So
Yeah.
now people are out in. It was
They were out for the Knicks. No, I got texts from people saying, "You want to watch the Knicks game tonight?" I was like, "You watch basketball?" I was like, "Oh,
Right,
I'm rooting for the
I know.
Knicks."
Well, you
It
know,
is
there's a huge
insane.
New York, LA like contingency.
Okay,
like a
okay,
lot of
but-
people
right,
here.
But
The Knicks have just never been in the like we've never been adults and seen the Knicks be that good.
But it is just
In
like
conference finals last
in Los
year.
Angeles, in New York, if the Lakers were in the finals,
right.
not a single soul in New York would give a shit.
Well, I don't know. About
Well, not
that,
a single
they
soul,
wouldn't
but they
do
would. There would be
this.
nothing.
They
There would be
this.
nothing. Like Silver East LA was full of people wearing jerseys, going nuts.
Well, you know
all
that
over the
33
place.
taps. Like,
Yeah.
they were on the news.
They're
Yeah,
like
I
a
saw
Knicks
that,
bar.
yeah.
It's been happening since last year. Because I mean, I live.
It's been
I don't
happening.
want to dox
oh my God.
myself,
Right,
but
right.
I
It's
live sort of close to it.
It's been happening since 2025.
Yeah. Wow.
The great tradition.
Well, just to say, they didn't just start going there this year when they
Okay,
went
but
to the
dude,
They started going there
finals.
last year when the
Alan's
team was
right. Alan's
good.
right, dude. At Red Lion, it was mobbed. Even a guy was
Like-
like, I didn't even know there were these many basketball fans in this area.
Like, I hate to say it, this is you. I thought this was like, oh, you don't know Los Angeles. These people care deeply about their teams. Like, they go hard for the Dodgers,
Right.
hard for the Lakers.
Which they do.
I think you can't call this a sports town now after like the way people just jumped on the bandwagon of rooting for the New York Knicks in Los Angeles. I can't believe it.
Those
Like,
are
even
just
like- even like-
transplant New Yorkers.
Even no,
I-
not
I
all
don't
of them.
know. I don't
not
believe that.
all of them.
I
Or
think
fair weather people
I'll
that
say
are just.
most of the
No, I
people I,
think-
know are definitely not.
I-
I have more ties
yeah.
to New York than any of the people I
You're
know.
just hating on people enjoying themselves, having a good time.
I'm hating on people rooting for the Knicks when they don't like the Knicks at all.
You
except
know what
they're
they
just-
like? The Chalamets, the Swifts.
They
the,
yeah.
that's
But
what
you're
they
not.
like.
You,
That's
they
what
don't represent the LA sports scene. You're
I don't know.
You're
The
talking
fact
about
that the-
gentrifying white people moving to
That's
Silver
true.
Lake.
That's true.
Well, I'm saying,
Being
but those
fair weather
people are
fans, not my LA.
those
Yeah,
people
yeah,
are
yeah.
doing
Not
it
my
though.
LA.
Like Andrew, for example, Andrew, are you a Lakers fan?
Hell yeah, baby.
And how
Kind
excited
of.
and how excited were you for the Knicks?
Well, because I bet on the Knicks.
No, but you were excited anyway. You've always
Before.
loved the
Before.
Knicks.
I want them because it's just
You're a
I
bad
want the Knicks to
example.
like win.
You're a bad example because you like the Sixers too. You got too many teams, and you're like a LeBron fan more than a Lakers fan.
I'm a Bron. I actually coined a new phrase. I was telling someone I'm a Bron-sexual, and before that I was homo-shaxual. That's my little thing. Because I was a huge Shaq fan.
And
You can trace
and-
it literally like the Heat won in 06, and then LeBron went to the finals in 07, and I was like, I love this guy.
And there was a little bit there where I
That
was
is
a
funny.
binom-sexual.
Yeah, a
Bisexual.
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 Yeah,
Binum
yeah.
sexual.
Well, no, I mean, I can speak to, and this is like part of the issue with the Sixers is like growing up because the Hornets were in Charlotte, but they left, and then we got the Bobcats. But
Right.
if you can't, expansion teams are so bad in NBA. I was like, I can't be a Bobcats fan, and I was a
They were
Sixers
bad.
fan. You know, I would go for the Lakers as a kid. I loved Shaq. I mean, to me, the NBA has always been easier to follow, by
Yeah,
players,
yeah.
and it's sort of set up that way.
You know, me and John Michael, I think we are lucky because we come from cities that at least had like teams that are really ingrained into the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like for me, it's like all the teams I root for, I have a personal connection to. Either
Right.
it's like the soccer team, Manchester United. My dad is from there.
Uh-huh.
Like that's like why I root for them.
Mhm.
And the rest of the teams are just all Dallas teams.
Right.
That's my
right.
why.
That's my why.
That's my wife.
But so like I can't even relate to that, like of even liking another team.
Yeah, because
Seriously, like I don't get like I don't like I'm not happy about any team winning the championship unless it's my teams.
that's interesting. I know. See,
Well, not happy. I mean, I just don't really care.
Well, don't you always try to like? I always when the playoffs start, and that was part of being like growing up and being like, okay, I like the Sixers, but when the playoffs start, I'm gonna lose interest pretty quickly if I don't find a team. So I started being like, I like LeBron. This is literally what happened as a kid. I can trace it now. It was like I was so jealous that people grew up with Michael Jordan, and I thought, this is our Jordan, and I'm gonna ride this guy out.
This is our Jordan.
And I'm gonna watch him dominate the league. And every year I'd like watch, you know, and LeBron, just in the Cleveland days, it was really cool. Like it was like the We Are Witnesses thing, and it was Cleveland. It was a small town. Like
we are Charlie
Like-
Kirk.
yeah, you know what I mean. And so it was weird. Like I would kind of go for the Sixers, and then the playoffs would start, and I'd be like, okay, because
Well-
I'm,
Well, we were good too.
they were good, but it was never. It was always like it was just the reality of the NBA. Like
I mean,
you
when
needed
you
a
were, when
star.
you were a kid, the Sixers made the playoffs like almost every year, right? Am I wrong in saying that?
They never got past the first one. They were
But they
never
made
a
the
serious
But
team.
Allen Iverson was such a
Allen Iverson was like the king, like the coolest guy in
pivotal
the
player.
NBA.
I mean,
I know, but he
Yes.
was gone by what? 06, 07?
Probably.
They traded
yeah.
him, and then it
With
was
the Nuggets.
Iguodala. I mean, they had these teams, and they weren't bad,
Give
but
me Iguodala,
but it would be like Dallenberg, Thaddeus Young.
Elton Brand.
Yeah.
When
yeah.
they got
Spencer
Brand, they
Hawes.
still had. No, I remember when
The
they
coolest-
signed
the
Elton
coolest guys
Brand.
of all time.
I remember when they signed Elton Brand because it was pretty shady what Elton Brand did to the Clippers. Honestly, he kind of lied and told Baron Davis, and Baron Davis like re-upped with the Clippers. Do you remember all this?
No, I remember the Carlos Boozer thing. That's what I remember.
Uh,
Carlos Boozer lied to Dan Gilbert. or
and then they
something.
sucked, and I was like,
Yeah, they
this
did
sucks. Brand, I think, got hurt. They trade AI
But see, but like
for nothing. What did they get for? They trade him to Detroit,
Yeah,
right?
I think
For
so.
what?
I don't
Rip
remember.
Hamilton? Like, what was the trade?
That's a
But-
great question.
for
I
example,
can't even fucking remember.
But see, for me, so when the Mavs aren't in the playoffs, I'm interested because I root for the team that I picked to win the series, basically.
Yeah, me too.
But you're
That's all
you're into the game.
I like the games too. Yeah,
But that's why I
would-
started going for the Wolves. I started going for the Knicks.
like you would go to a bar and watch the game.
Yeah.
Would you not?
Yeah.
So
I would watch
so
the
would
game no
I.
matter what. That I don't. Yeah, I don't really care. But I don't care if they win or lose. Like
Right.
emotionally.
no, I don't get too
Neither
wrapped
do
up
I.
into it.
But see, like this, what you're describing is like if right now, if I became a fan of another team because the Mavs suck.
But that was more because I was a kid. Now, as an adult, it's more like okay.
I would. I mean, you brought this up when the Dodgers were in the World Series. Like, I would get behind the city that I'm living in.
I think that is by the way, that is a clear difference. I think
Yeah.
because that is like the city is feeling
Like
it,
if the
and that is
Lakers
the
were
city.
in the NBA Finals and
Yeah,
Philly was out of it, I'd root for the Lakers.
yeah. That is a clear difference in rooting for the fucking New York Knicks in Los Angeles, which I think is so.
But I think that's mostly led by New York transplants and then fair weather fans who don't really give a shit.
Well,
They
that's-
like
those are-
Taylor
that's the
Swift,
issue.
who's like, I'm here, I'm having fun.
Right.
Taylor Swift lives in New York. She's like a New York person. I actually no problem with that. The Haim sisters are from the fucking valley. They shouldn't be doing that.
Right.
They're just having fun at a game. They don't probably give a shit about fucking basketball.
They're
But you're
really
right.
rooting
Their
hard.
their whole thing is being from LA. I feel
Right.
like.
They shouldn't be doing that. And you know what? They're gonna go to a fucking Lakers game when they're in the finals next year when Luka's destroying AJ DeBonce and the Washington Wizards in the finals.
He's destroying De'Aaron
De'Aaron
Fox.
Fox.
Yeah,
Fox.
yeah.
De'Aaron Fox's back-to-back finals is the worst player.
Davis is weird. Davis is like the best player that you could probably get for nothing right now, but also be upset that your team got him. But
Yeah,
he's like
that's
one of the
funny. That's
best,
funny.
75 best NBA players
Well, that's based on his career.
ever.
It's based on
Yeah.
his career, not today.
Even when he's healthy, he's one of the best players in the NBA. You remember like the
Yeah.
3 quarters you guys had?
Dude, my sister cried at that game. This is rude. I shouldn't talk about this. My sister cried. She's like, "It's a new era of Mavs basketball."
With when Davis was in.
Yeah, she was having so much fun, and I was like telling her this is embarrassing.
There was a
It's
cool
fine.
moment when he got his prank show. I was like, this guy is he's back.
Yeah.
It is sad.
Someone's got
'cause
his groove back.
if it wasn't the Luka trade, I would have been like way more happier to have Anthony
Right,
Davis
right.
playing in his prank show. Like his prank show would have been, I would have been like defending his prank show to people. Actually, honestly, season 2, I've seen some clips. It's pretty good.
really,
It's not bad.
They did some pretty good pranks on Derek Lively, on
right.
Cooper. They did some LA people too. They
The
did
biggest-
Reeves.
But the
Reeves-
biggest prank of all, the Luka trade.
Luka trade.
yeah, it was the biggest prank of all.
Yeah.
That's got to be a sketch. All right, so we got Nico Harrison. He's
I was wondering.
Palinka's mic'd up.
I was wondering. If
Yeah,
I was
tell him that we're not going to throw in Reeves.
I was hoping Nico would come out and say like, "Sorry, Mavs fans, I messed up. Should have signed Brunson." Like if he just said like the biggest mistake I ever
That's
made was
funny.
not re-signing Brunson because he hates Luka so much.
That's funny.
Is there a
Um,
world where they keep Brunson, they trade Luka for a bunch, and then they win a title with a Brunson-led Mavericks team?
Well, I guess clearly there could have.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Well, that's my hot take about the LA. I thought that was disgusting.
No, I thought the same thing. I was like, this is crazy.
It is bizarre.
And
It's
it really
weird.
pissed me off because I was like, if Philly was in the finals, no one this
Dude,
place would be
and,
empty.
And you
And that
see,
drives me crazy.
and you see all these Instagram stories, and it's like you not only watch basketball, but you like the Knicks.
You know what I think it is? I think a lot of people know. I don't even think it's that there's transplants. I mean, between the three of us, I bet we know 10 plus people that live in New York. Like
Oh,
Live there
yeah,
now or
definitely.
from there
and-
they live in LA?
And you, yeah, whatever it is. Like
There now, I think
they're
is what
in
you're
there. They live there now, and I think there's something about this, like, just the fact that New York was doing all that rioting and getting excited and like. I
so
think
it's
people were,
riots.
like,
Okay.
Okay,
It-
this is maybe another hot take. I think what they did after the games is like the conservative like nightmare that people like think it happens in New York all the time. Like that actually, I think was pretty did not reflect well of New York. A lot of what the stuff was happening.
Well,
during
I
the
thought
playoffs.
the champion that when they won, that was just like fine. I thought the stuff before where they were like beating up those Spurs
Yeah.
fans.
That
like,
was
that's-
weird. That was
even
just
for
lame.
Philly. I was like, that's
Yeah.
fucking rough.
Did you see, dude? This is awesome. There was this guy who he was a Philly fan
Yeah.
actually, and he wore a Spurs jersey just so that he could go there and get into fights with Knicks fans, and he 1v like 11 a bunch of guys and kicked their ass.
Really?
Like to the point where
Damn.
someone quote retweeted it and said, "This should at least be 4-2 in the series." This should count as a win." It was awesome.
I didn't
And
see
he got
that.
interviewed. He got like the police broke it up and they like arrested
Really?
people. And he's like, if the police didn't stop me, I would have kicked all their ass. And in the video, I mean, he was doing incredible work.
Really?
Yeah. I do think it reflected pretty poorly of the city.
I agree.
It reflected
affected
poorly. And when they
really-
threw that egg at Wimby, that felt bad.
yeah,
That wasn't
yeah,
nice.
that
I
was.
But
mean,
that
that-
was a crazy
Honestly,
throw.
if that's the only thing they did, I think I like that. But because it was with everything else,
Yeah.
it's like that's too
Right,
much.
it just felt bad.
Yeah.
But
Like,
it
I
was
think-
crazy
but,
that they hit him right on
But
the
I know,
top
that
great
of the
energy,
head.
I think
Yeah.
people were like, they wanted that.
The Mets could use it.
Yeah.
They could.
Yeah.
But then it's like, a school bus, let's tear it down. The taxi cab, let's tear it down.
I've
It's
never
like,
understood that
That
phenomenon.
happens.
Yeah.
No, you know what it is? It's
Shoot some
everyone's having fun,
fireworks.
and then you got a couple guy. Think about in cities downtown.
Yeah.
They see this is going on, and they go, "This is my time. This is cause."
I mean,
of
John Michael's been a
ruckus."
part of this in
That's
Philly.
right. Yeah,
I
you,
have.
you've led some of this.
And I go, you just were like, "Oh, and now I could throw this, and I'm never gonna get. No one's gonna ever give me a hard time about it."
In college, we won the national championship.
Okay, would you recognize that now that you're
Yes, I
looking
would.
at
Yeah,
it
yeah, of course.
as
Lumen
Lumen?
Field.
Is that Lumen Field?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
been
'cause
there.
they're
I know,
leaving.
it's so open like that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in college,
It's very vaginal.
Those are really weird seats. That
who the hell are these people? In
That's
college,
Tom DeLonge. I
Look,
don't know.
I love how they're the way they're angled.
Seattle Stadium.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a little like Wi-Fi bar.
The viewers, you can't see it, but
this
yeah.
is like almost like our setup. This is almost
Yeah.
as bad as that.
I'm probably the blonde girl.
I'm the guy touching his AirPod over here again,
I guess I'll be in the middle of you too.
and that's Jack. Is on
They
the
got 4 people there, and they got 3 more people that are around.
zoomed,
Yeah.
zooms.
Zooming
In college,
Riveting.
we won the hockey national championship. Oh no, we didn't. We lost. We made the final four.
in. Frozen.
Frozen Four, sorry.
When?
2013.
Oh.
We ended up winning when I left, but
Did you guys win when you were there?
We were in the finals. A goalie let the goal through his.
oh really?
You know when they
We-
catch it and he drops.
Yeah.
his leg.
2 Escobars.
We
Yeah.
pulled the
Yeah.
keeper. We pulled the goaltender with 10 minutes left randomly
What?
down 2-0, and then they scored a goal, and that was kind of the end of
10
it.
minutes.
I know it was a pretty crazy decision. I remember I didn't really understand hockey that well, but even I was like, "Isn't that insane?" And everyone's like, "Yeah, that's a crazy decision." And we, as a community, we tore down a light post. As a community, we tore down a light post, and someone lit a fire in a break room,
There you go. See,
Jesus.
There's
and
just
it's
all
like
bad apples.
not good.
Yeah, there's guys that just have
And
to
I-
push the limit.
And I jacked off in the library.
All right. Yeah, but you did that when they did.
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
you were like, oh, the Frozen 4 is going on. Yeah, it's because of that.
I
Yeah.
graduated.
That'd be awesome. There's like all this like stuff going on. It's like it's a perfect time to go jack off in the library.
Yeah.
And you just jack off in like Da Vinci Code, jack off into the books, and then close it.
It'll be our little secret, Dan Brown.
It's
Ah,
page 126, a little
yourself in the
sticky.
neck. Flogging, I think they call
Yeah,
it. All right, I gotta go.
All right.